Hi, this is Josh Black. This is my week 11 discussion video, people with disabilities. Um, I thought, I really thought all of our content this week was fantastic, and this is definitely um, a very complex, um, subset of social work that needs a lot more attention, a lot more funding, a lot more social workers, and it's I feel like so much of the population is affected by some sort of disability that goes undiagnosed, untreated, uh, or just generally misunderstood. And it may be something that doesn't need to be treated, or like disabilities come in so many different um, forms. Technically, I according to the list um, that April showed us in the video, uh, I have several: um, ADHD, generalized anxiety disorder, uh, clinical depression. I am a recovering alcoholic, addict, and so that's kind of the background that you need to know for my video here. Now, when I reflect on a time that I entered a space that felt fully accessible and welcoming, I like it as a recovering alcoholic when I go into a place and they've got, because I still enjoy going to bars. I love the atmosphere. I love live music, which is very often played in bars. I love the atmosphere. I love being around people. I love to chat. I'm very chatty, and bars are great places to chat. But I have become particularly appreciative when I go to a bar and they have a non-alcoholic beer selection or an extensive mocktail menu. Uh, I was a bourbon drinker, so um, the mocktail I drank my bourbons neat or sometimes on the rocks. So there's not really a good non-alcoholic replacement for that. But having a good good selection of non-alcoholic beers, I can really appreciate, and that's a social element that that a lot of restaurants um, use to accommodate. Um, Another aspect is I get um, sensory. I have some sensory issues. Um, I get overstimulated when there's a lot of input, and I have also found restaurants that use the dividers, restaurants that divide the tables. Um, that really lowers the sensory input. I'm not looking around at everyone else, and I can focus on the person with me and focus on my meal. I really appreciate that. Um, uh, how does it differ with some other places? Here's a great example: is working in corporate. For the longest time there, we everyone worked in cubes, like cube farms. You had a cubicle, and this was demonized by a lot of people. However, I loved my cube. I loved my cube because I did not have to see everything going on around all the time. I didn't want to. I liked having my own space, my own little world, and I just I love my cube. And then there was a whole initiative that started in Silicon Valley where everybody wanted to be eye level, so they put everybody in a big room so that we could do communal work, and and it would have us all collaborating more and increase productivity. But the work, where I was working, we were all a bunch of there was a lot of neurodiverse people working with us, and most of us hated the move away from the cubes. We miss our cubes. I think that was pretty insensitive, um, to to much of that company's staff. And, I'm already gone over 6 minutes, so I guess I better stop. But those are a few thoughts that I have on um, on this module. Thanks.